Hey, what is up guys? It's Panther16 here, and I'm playing Car Mechanic Simulator. Um, this music is gonna piss me off. I turned it down in the main menu, and I don't know how to turn it off in the game. Hopefully you can hear me over it. If not, I'm sorry. This video is getting uploaded whether you like it or not. It is on the PlayStation 4, probably on Xbox and all that now. Or has been, I don't know. Anyways, I guess you call it mechanic, but my position is a technician at a mechanic shop, and a lot of this stuff is very interesting. I don't know a lot about it yet because I know a good amount about it, but not enough to explain it to you guys properly. So what I'm doing is just gonna show you how amazing this game is. Like, you can work on your vehicles and stuff. As you see right here, I have 3 disgusting vehicles. There's more to this and stuff. This music is ridiculously loud in the settings menu. You can adjust your game settings. Yeah, what, by saving? Anyways, there's different vehicles you can have there's 48 different vehicles. There's a lot of them you can have. You can upgrade your shop. Right now, as you see, I have 900 million and max and all that because no, I did not play this properly. There is, well, I guess you could say I did because the fucking game mode is called Sandbox. There is normal and stuff where you start with low money, and the shop was like this anyways when I first started normal. And you can kind of like repair vehicles and stuff to get more money, and you sell them, you know, auction vehicles and stuff. But first off, I want to talk about this part of it. So you got your parking, which is all your cars. If you click on it, it's just going to be like clicking on the door to the right over here. That shows all your cars. It doesn't tell you the names, like you can't rename them and stuff, which is weird because you might have like 4 of the same vehicle. The car salon, or yeah, salon, whatever. The car salon is where you can buy cars. There's 3 different cars at the car salon that each time you go there. You can buy all of them, you can buy none of them, and they vary every time you go there. The abandoned airport, the test track, the off-road track, racetrack are all testing locations. The barn as you see in the bottom corner over here, if you can't see it right there, it varies every now and then. You go to these barns, you can find some broken vehicles and stuff and parts for really cheap. Same with the junkyard, you can find a bunch of these cars cheap and some parts you can scavenge through. If you're playing the game properly, you might want to scavenge through those parts because it might be a lot cheaper, and you can clean them up for a little bit of cash, which might be cheaper than buying them. But actually playing in sandbox mode, you probably won't need any of that, which I'll show you in a second, or even I'll explain in a second. Your car auctions is another way you can get vehicles. Some rare, some new, not rare, but some old, some new, some they give different stars of conditions and stuff. But that's like your main part of it. There is walking around, obviously. You can have 13 different storage levels. And 13 times 12, you can do the math, but that's a lot. Which means you could probably have about 70 cars. This is where you repair like your parts and stuff you take off a vehicle. And like, you know, clean them up or whatever. You also got this, which tests your brakes. No, but you're gonna test your brakes here, and you hold the reverse and stuff. It tests how good your brakes are. And this tests your suspension. Well, if you're doing sandbox mode, almost 99% of the time, if you're not in a hurry, this should always be green and good. But if you're in regular, you want to get it as best as you can before you can sell the vehicle, and maybe clean it up later or fix another vehicle or whatever to sell it. Then you got your computer right here, which you can, oh my god, my controller's so broken. You can get rims, tires, you can get a tuning for your vehicle, which is like better parts, like really, oh, I hit circle. Better things to make you get more boost and vehicle faster. Body tuning is kind of the same thing, it's just kind of got more fancy items for your body. Custom gearbox also helps you customize your own like dimensions for the vehicle, I guess is what you can call it, like your torque, or not your torque, your, like, you know what I mean, like your power output. Oh my god, I keep hitting circle, sorry. Then you got your interior, which is mostly just, which is only just chairs and steering wheels, which is kind of sad. Plates, you can customize your own plates, you could pick different states or different countries. You got your body shop, was where you get the body shop. So the three top ones and the tires are mostly your repair side of it. So say you need rims because they're getting rusty, you buy rims. Some of them you have to get from another vehicle, clean them, or even take off the regular vehicle and clean them. But if you want different rims or whatever for different, or not for different vehicles, I don't know if you can do different vehicles, but bigger rims or whatever for your vehicle that you had, bigger rims than you had, you would come here or whatever if you don't have stuff to fix them, or if it's missing a wheel or for some fucking reason. Then you come into parts. Oh, here, let me click on rims. Oh, it's just got Jeep up. Hold on, let me just do that. There's all these different things. Then you got parts, which is like everything you could possibly need. Anything for your engine, your suspension, your brakes, exhaust, and gearbox and whatnot, to help you rebuild a whole new vehicle. Rebuild it. Same parts that it's requesting you to do, but completely rebuild. All new parts, fresh out of the factory. Then you got your body shop, which is like, oh, it's missing a door, it's missing a headlight. Like, you come over to this little car behind me, it's missing a headlight. So you buy a headlight. It's missing a hood, you get a hood. It's missing a trunk, you get a trunk. You get the gist. God, the controller's so stupid. Then you get your tires if they're getting wore. You cannot repair tires, you have to actually buy new ones. And don't think, oh, I took the tire off the vehicle, I bought new rims, oh my god. I bought new rims, I bought new tires. Just go over here, put a rim on, put the tire on. No, you actually have to come over to the tire machine, mount and dismount, whatever you're gonna do. Balance them. You don't have to balance them, but granted, you balance them, it's gonna be a lot more smooth of a ride. Then you also got, let's just go through your little parts here. We got your engine hoist, which is if you're doing a complete rebuild on an engine, which I did on a Jeep, which I'll pull out in a second because I'm going to put one of these ones away because I'm going to do the other two for YouTube. These do take a while to do, so my YouTube videos might be an hour or two sections for 2 hours to do. But this is like, you get your engine on there and do all that, and you put parts on it and all whatnot, and it's amazing. Then we come right here, you got your oil drain, which explains itself. It catches your oil when you drain your oil in a vehicle, like your normal oil changes you get all the time from your trusty shop. Then you got your 3 hoists, which hold your vehicle. You can have 2 cars back here, but you cannot have 5 cars in the shop at once. Only 3. So if you're doing like some seats and steering wheel and whatnot because they're rusted or they're missing, you come over here because it will not let you open a door. Well, that door's fucking destroyed open, and so is that one. Wow, that one's really missing a lot. But it won't let you open the door here. I'm gonna probably be doing these 2 vehicles right here, where for the YouTube, start with this one, go to that one, maybe get to that one. But this is your kind of customizations, upgrades and stuff. It kind of tells you. So sandbox, I didn't read through them because in sandbox, just click on all of them, but it does tell you get faster and all this. And then you get your first perks, and you go to the second perks, and then it gets to the third, and then you get a couple more. Which means like more parking spaces or 50% off parking levels and stuff, which helps you get more whatever. Then we come over to this is not a thing, it's a real thing. It's actually a transmit. This one might not be what I'm. No, it is what I'm thinking it is. It's your well, it doesn't have an arm up here. Usually there's a stand like this that has a little lever up here, and then has your foot pedal, has 2 foot pedals down below. One for your air to come up and one for it to come down, and then it goes hydraulically up, and then you got to do it by pump once it gets to a certain level, and usually it catches your transmissions and stuff like that. Sorry, my controller is broken, you got to deal with that. Anyways, you got this that can take out your engines, all in one, or the rebuilt engines you do put it back all in one. It will ask you to take certain things off to get the transmission out, and to put a transmission in, or transmission engine out. My bad, I'm screwing up right there. It will help you get an engine out and ask you certain things to get off. You can put a transmission in. Oh, I keep saying transmission. God damn it, I'm stupid. An engine or a motor, and if you put it on that other thing and build it or whatever, I'm sure you have to have it completely built. I haven't tried it without being completely built to put the engine in the vehicle, which is why it's probably called the engine crane. I don't like keep saying transmission. I'm fucking stupid. Over here you can customize your shop, your basic stuff, stains, car lifts, all that crap. There's different views so you can see it. That's why mine's like green, black, kind of neat on the floor and stuff. Now, anyways, coming over, you can all these benches are all the same thing. Upgrades. The welder, it lets you clean like rust off a vehicle. That's technically all it does. You can't really actually weld anything together, at least that I've seen. It's mostly just cleaning rust and new parts. Your battery charger explains itself again. It charges your batteries and stuff that are low on charge. You put a battery on there, it charges it. Here's your office. It has another computer. I don't know what the phone does. I haven't seen the phone. It might be... Oh. The phone might be a thing if you're playing the actual game that... my fucking god, this is going to piss me off. If you're playing it, the actual game, see, it won't let me click on it. But I'm sure it's like, oh, if you play the actual normal mode, you probably get called. Now that computer does the same shit. Here... There's a break room up there, but it doesn't do anything. Here's where you're going to be doing all the painting to your vehicle, and decals or liveries, and making your car look nice. So, and then over here is also your, can't remember what the hell it's called, like a, yeah, Dyno Test, which, like, tests your dynamics and how fast and how much power loss it's got, which is amazing. That's not a door to leave. But that's in and of itself. So that's basically what this game is. It's all shop, and then your interior the interior detailing, which I missed, is more of like cleaning the inside, like the dirt and shit inside. You can move them to different bays, which is what you have to do anyway if you're gonna like clean a certain vehicle. A car vehicle. I'm stupid. But it's pretty simple. They kind of all self-explanatory. You can see the car status, and you can also move the car, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm going to move this into the parking. I gotta find the right Jeep. If I don't find the right Jeep, I'm sorry, because there's a couple of them. See, that's what I'm saying. So, the Will I Civilian... Military, I think that's the one, but I want to see if I can find the disgusting one real quick. Yeah, here we go. This might be the one. If it's not, oh well. So, oh, this ain't bad. I had a Jeep that was looking way worse than this, like all rusted and whatnot. But this, you get the point. It's kind of still disgusting. You can see the rust there, and I'm sure if I did a vehicle inspect, yeah, you can see a lot of bad parts with it. But what I did, I only did one vehicle, which was amazing. This was just repairing it. I still have to get used to getting the boost and a whole new motor in it, which I think it's right here. This one, hopefully I don't embarrass myself. This is the one that I did all the work to. And you can see how nice and clean it is, how shiny it is. And if I look at the overview, everything is in the green, everything's solid. Like, it looks super nice and clean. Like, this is my first project I actually did. This is my real name if you never knew my real name. But it looks goddamn sexy, dude. And I do recommend starting on something like this. At least it seemed easy to me. Like a simple little motor and stuff. Or maybe even like this one, the motor's not too big. Don't jump into something like maybe, well, this might not be too bad, but don't jump into something that's going to take a lot of time. This only took me, after figuring out Because I tried buying the tires and the tire sizes, and I couldn't do it because for some reason it would not accept it. You have to find it off another old Jeep. Even using the exact same tire size this is, you have to find it off an old Jeep, clean it, buy new. You could buy the new tires, but you have to get the rims off the old Jeep. But this one, before taking all that, it only took me about 2 hours, maybe 2 or 3 hours to do this one, which is pretty long time for a little vehicle. But you gotta think there's 48 different vehicles, and I don't know if it's all different, or because I know there's some of them like this, and then they have like one with the motor out or whatever, with a different motor in it. And it does tell you swappable motors. So like if I go to the car status, there's no swap options for this motor. The only motor you can do for this one is the factory motor. But then if I come over to this one, if I'm not mistaken, this one, nope, not this one. Which one is it? I think it's this one. There's one of them over here that has this. Oh, whoops. Yeah, right here. You have different swappable engines that you can try out. Which I might do. I might do this one first on the video, just to kind of work my way through it again, how it only has one seat and all that. And then I'll jump onto this one, which I might tear all apart before doing the video. Because I'll tear that one apart and put that one together, but I might tear this one all completely apart, everything, and do a complete rebuild on it. And find the engine and stuff that has the most torque and power. Because you can also test drive these, like I said. Let me actually go show you that real quick, and we're gonna go to the test track. Let's just go to the test track. There's 3 vehicles. If you do take the other vehicle, it might not drive. It might not even have oil in it. So it's just always best to take the one you know is complete. Or if it does have oil in it and stuff, which you do have to put oil in it, you can overfill it. But it's always best just to put because it will tilt, and when it tips down a little bit, you pour a little bit like that and then let go. But if you keep pouring, it's just gonna overfill. You're probably hearing a cat in the background, but yeah, it is first person. There is no driver because you can hit square, and it does become third person, and you can see that there's no driver. The Jeep is slow, that's fine. There's also this, and there's also the like stop and let them go view. But then this is a track that you really test your vehicle. Like, holy shit, the suspension on this might need a more stiff suspension, but I don't think there's any swappable parts with this. So I passed the acceleration test and the slalom test, my bad. That's the suspension testing. Which has got really good suspension actually. Other than like yanking turns. As you can see, it bounces. This next one's gonna be braking test. Which honestly, the brakes on this thing are gonna be amazing because it doesn't get that fast. We're going about 47 miles an hour. There is a website that you can go see all the vehicles on. There's some that are actually like Jeep and all this. And then you got some that are made up names, but they are the same vehicle. They're not the same vehicle, but you know, a real life vehicle. They just have a made up name at the time because they couldn't get permissions at the time, and now they do. The loading is kind of irritating half the time. I mean, it loads pretty quick, but it's kind of annoying. This video is going to be also unedited, which I'm sure I said it. No, I said it was going to be uploaded. So there's all your examined parts. It's all good because I knocked it out of the water. I probably will be showing buying another vehicles and stuff in a later video. But I do want to make a series on this because it is really fun, whether you guys watch it or not. It's kind of fun for me to watch myself put stuff together. I might not even do commentary during it, but I might if you guys want that. But as of right now, this is an amazing game for 30 bucks, and like, look at all that. You can get into detail on all that, like move certain parts. It's not super into detail, but it's got enough to say it's a really good game for 30 bucks. Like belts and all this crap, which you guys will see in a later episode. I just kind of wanted to give a brief overview of this new series I'm going to be starting. Although I haven't done any videos really except for live streams, I do have a shit ton of videos to come out, but I might. The reason these ones can come out really good is because they're unedited. The ones that I have to edit, most of the time I don't have time for because I work and I come back, and yeah, it's just I don't got much time. But I will try making it happen. I'm gonna put this guy on the lift. Prepare him for the video. Yeah, no, we're gonna prepare this guy for the video. But that is it for me. If you guys are excited for the series, leave a like, leave what comment or vehicles you want to see. Go look up Car Mechanic Simulator PS4 vehicles or whatever, and see if you can find them. Leave the comments that you want to see. See if you want to see live streams of this. Live streams might be boring because I might not have them cut out, so you won't. You'll probably be seeing like me take my sweet ass time and all that. It is only one player. There's no like second mechanics or anything you can hire yet. There could be more with this game, which I'm hoping there is. And I really recommend playing Sandbox first when you first get into it, and not play the other, because I feel like if you play normal, it's just going to get frustrating and a little bit too hard. So if you want to enjoy your time on this game, if you do get this game, if you haven't already had it on mobile or whatever, then just enjoy it. Don't do it for like the actual campaign part of it. I might to see if there's anything different, but to me it doesn't look like anything's different. Yeah, so anywho, I will leave this video here. Why can't it come up here? There you go. I'll leave this video here, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.